Fast 4 pages. A man should look for answers, not what things should be. Albert Einstein. Truths you can check. It is as matter of fact as the ground, and as useful as food. It's the kind of truth that can make hate and war as unnecessary as ignorance. Charles Darwin revealed that evolution works, not what it really means. Evolution is no longer just a theory. It has been proven true beyond a reasonable doubt. The problem is, even people who believe evolution is true dissociate themselves from the process. They somehow skip all the lower forms of animal life and just start at the top of the evolutionary ladder. The evidence says we evolved as life evolved. Human beings do not just appear at the top of the evolutionary ladder to reap the benefits of those millions of years of evolution without having to live through it. In other words, you had those other animals, someone had to be them. You had to be lower animals to be human now. You lead as are the different animals in your evolutionary line. You lived through millions of years, millions of lives and deaths to get where you are now. That's what Darwin's book means. In addition to this fossil evidence, the genetic code proves that all animals, including us, evolved from bacteria over the last 700 million years on Earth. In other words, you were a microbe, an insect, a fish, a dinosaur, an ape, when all the evidence 100% says something happened. There's no evidence, zero, that anything could have happened. It's the truth beyond a reasonable doubt to honest, rational people. We've come a very, very long way, but we have a little further to go. The next step in our evolution is learning and accepting the truth of life. This includes acknowledging our true past. The truth frees us from the animal world we all evolved from. Immortality is impossible to be conscious of being conscious. It's not possible to be aware of being conscious from your own perspective. You can't be aware of not being aware. You can't be less aware conscious, such as when you're asleep. But not completely unconscious death. Because time would stand still for you. 1 billion years could pass. You will not know it. How do you know you are dead? It's not possible to be aware of any gaps in life. It is continuous and never ending from your point of view. Death and birth are continuous events from your own perspective. You will die physically, but you'll be born in a new physical body. Being born happens, or you'll not be here now. You're born into this life, is what we know happens. There's no evidence anything else happens. True or false, the you only live once theory. Many people say that they do not believe in reincarnation. They believe when you die, you're dead. What about fish, clams, horses, birds, fly? People say you only live once. I say some souls get to live just one life as a worm, and that it is all for all eternity. Other people believe you are judged by God after you die. It's the worm judged. Many people think human beings are the only animal that is conscious. A dog or a cat conscious? Where do you draw the line? Is a bird conscious? The truth is all animal life is conscious life just like us. The only thing that makes humans different from animals is that we have a mind that can think and reason at a high enough level to know the truth of life. And those that know rise above animals. It's time to see and accept the truth the evidence supports. You are immortal. It is impossible to not be, because it is impossible to be conscious, be unconscious. Just that one sentence proves that. It's like this sentence says, it is impossible for it to be light and dark at the same time. You cannot have your cake and then eat too. They are simple but certain facts. The sentence, it is impossible to be conscious, be unconscious. It's a simple, certain fact. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can be changed only from one form to another. Albert Einstein. Like energy, consciousness cannot be created or destroyed. This revelation will change your life. Now you know where you come from and where you've been doing up for about 500 million years evolving. The next question is, how does life work? What is next? And we can know that too. People are trying to understand the universe independent of consciousness, and it's the most important factor in the equation. The universe, as it relates to conscious life, can be understood now. It is the ultimate truth, the truth that will transform mankind and the world. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. FAB equals minus FBA. People don't realize what Isaac Newton's third law of motion really means. Everything is balanced. Everything physical matter energy goes back and forth in balanced cycles, or the equivalent. Birth, that, old, young, big, small, strong, weak, stop, up, down, reach, for beating, and fast, slow, cold, pain, pleasure, win, lose, day, night, full, empty, eyes, slowly, not successful, united, divided, give, receive, creation, destruction, off, positive, negative, etc. Positive and negative forces move in balance in the physical universe. There are no exceptions to the law of nature Newton revealed. The place all matter and energy of human beings are matter energy. Because you and all humans are governed by the same laws. Luck. Good luck and bad luck are the balancing action away that balance most affects our lives. Luck is manifested on many levels. There is a day-to-day luck, from little things like getting a good parking space or a bad one, to big things such as winning the lottery and finding out you have cancer. Then there is the long-term luck. You're lucky if you're born good looks, money, health, talent, intelligence. If you are lucky if you are not born unattractive, poor, sickly, without talent or intelligence. Most people are between the extremes because it don't matter. Because we are immortal and we all balance out. Like we move back from forth, and everyone will get equal amounts of good and bad luck. What goes around comes around. Everyone gets there too. That is a great equalizer. If you're born with advantages, you can have more good times and bad times in your life. When you die, you're born with disadvantages and have more bad times and good times and vice versa. In the long run, no one has better or worse than anyone else does. Because life is always violence eventually. It's the whole nature of the universe we live in. If you flip a coin 1,000 times, you'll come up heads about half the time, tails about half the time. You know, it's random answer predictable, because it's why Las Vegas always makes a profit of gambling year after year. It's the truth. If you look at big picture, you will see that random amounts are predictable because they balance. It is a fundamental truth of life everyone knows but ignores. This is why on the 4th of July, about 7,200 people will be killed in auto accidents. 162. And every thought about the same amount of kill. An average of 12 auto accidents happen every minute. About 6,000 teenagers are killed in auto accidents. In car accidents every year in the US. About 4 million people bitten by dogs. Why is the number about the same every year? Everything is determined, the beginning as well as the end, by forces over which we have no control. It is determined for insects as well as for the stars, human beings, vegetables, so cosmic dust will dance to a mysterious tune intoned in the distance. Albert Einstein. Destiny not being controlled does not mean our future is predestined. No one knows the future. Future cannot be known. Anything can happen. The only thing we can be certain of is that will be balanced. The good news is all the bad things. The best things will go happen to you. The bad news is that so will all the worst things if you don't learn the truth. Consequences. People may think if everything is balanced, this does not matter what you do about it. That is true if you want to continue living in savage animal realm. If you want to evolve past the animal realm, to realm where there is no fear, pain, or death, you have to learn to spread the truth of life. You have to live as a spiritual being. If you live like an animal, you continue being one, the greatest present. For the first time in history, the first time now 700 million on Earth. We can know life, what we know we are, where we come from, what we are going, where we are going, and we have to take advantage of this big opportunity. It has been a long time coming, and it will be a long time gone. This book will give you the power to change your present course to one that leads to a place without pain, fear, or suffering, a place some Western religions call heaven.